Oopsies, it's me, Tony Bomboni, ASMR, and welcome back to your video. So, before this begins, if you'd like more predictions content, check my website, link is in the description box below, tonybomboni.com, and if you want 20% off my services for life, all you have to do is sign up for my newsletter. That's it. Alright. So, there you go. There's no catch. I just send newsletters typically 3 times a month. So, there you go. Alright. So, I wanted to try something different. There's 4 objects here. All you have to do is pick an object. Card 1. These purple grapes. Whatever draws you in. You can pick 1, 2, 3, or all 4. Card 2. This doggy plant. Card 3. Chamomile seeds. Card 4. This potted plant. So select 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever draws you in intuitively, and that's the message. So let's begin. The timestamps are always going to be in the description or in the comments section, the pinned comment. Card 1, what's the message for you? We have the Fool, King of Wands, 2 Swords. So I'm sensing that Card 1. You want to try doing something, but you feel it's risky. Like you feel like you'd be called crazy, or why go for it? Why bother? Why do that? Like it's against the norm, or you feel defeated. Sort of, you feel like defeated, but it's actually going to be good for you. It's a good thing for you to do this. It's good to be called insane. That means you're probably doing something right. Like when someone calls you out, you're probably doing something right along the way. Only you can stop yourself, but I see you progressing. I see you going for it. I see you chasing that dream. I see you at least trying. Who's to say you'll succeed? Doesn't matter if you succeed, at least you tried, right? That's not the point of the message here. The point of the message is for you to just go against the grain right now. Go against what feels even right. It's about taking initiative on daring to do something that even feels wrong. The opposite in what you normally would go for. It feels like a very short-lived thing, so it's almost like one of those bucket list things, or check off to do something that you always dared to try to do, but never did. Or someone dared you to, but you never did, but go for it. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourself, go for it. Okay, so you might want to bring someone along your path, but it feels wrong. It feels like maybe you shouldn't. This could be like, bringing in multiple business partners on your team. All I gotta say about that is, again, you're not hurting them, you're not hurting yourself. Go for it. Okay, don't doubt anymore. Don't wait. Don't question. Don't worry. Don't fear. Just go for it. Okay. King of Wands always has a good outcome. All right. You always are gonna have a good outcome from this obstacle in your mind. It's just an obstacle. It's like an obstacle in your head preventing you from going forward. You need to receive good grapes, good abundance. You need to just try to plant the seed, right? You need to go for it. So stop trying to hold yourself accountable, like, oh, maybe it's not the right time, maybe I shouldn't be spending this. No, I think you feel, you need to do this, do it. Go for it, okay? And no more seeds of doubt. Those seeds of doubt are not going to get you anywhere. It's time to start planting seeds of faith, okay? Yes, faith that you will do that thing, you will get there. You will go for it. Paco is giving me the sweetest puppy eye look ever. His cute little tongue is sticking out and his eyes are just looking at me. Hi, Paco. I love you, Paco. Oh, he's so cute. He knows too. Like, we channel together. He's like, yeah, you're right, Tony. Seeds of faith, not seeds of doubt. Paco's an old soul. He really is. He's not like any other chihuahua. Anyway, I digress. So, yeah, go for it. This is your sign to just go for it, okay? Whatever that may be. All right, it's time. It's time for you to step it up. Step up your game. All right, thank you, card 1. So simple messages if you like more, TonyBomboni.com. Shout outs if you do. Book a 30-minute session with me. Should I start doing hour-long tarot? Oh my god. I should be careful what I wish for. I'm gonna spend all 16 hours of my waking day just doing readings. The more the merrier, right? All right, we'll see. Well, people book them anyway. Like, they book my hour ASMR and then they request a tarot reading. Like, hey, if you really want to, go ahead. Or sometimes people book 2 30 minutes or 4 15 minutes, or whatever works, okay? All right, so let's see. But I may add it eventually, so there's no confusion. Okay. I might go ahead on my website and do that now, actually. Alright. So if you had selected this dog plant, card number 2. There's an opportunity for a lover. It might have to start with friends first, or you're kind of confused about a loving situation, even if it's just a friend, and then maybe it turns into a loving situation. So however it relates to friends and lovers, both excuse me, both situations, it's valid message for you right now. So we have 4 wands, the lovers, and the Queen of Swords. Again, King and Queen, when it always, this plant is pointy, ouch. When it shows, I might as well put it here, right? Well, I don't want to block the microphone from the sound, so I might just let it hang out in the corner there. When you see these messages, it just implies with the King or Queen, especially in upright position, that it's a good sign. It's going to be a good outcome. It's going to be, honestly, the best outcome. It's not a page, it's not a knight, it's a Queen and King. So what better outcome do you expect than this? And it's in your outcome. It's in your final position here. So don't worry so much. This is gonna do you great. I feel a lot of you right now are desiring and craving that intimacy. Do you know how many readings I do on love? Oh my god. Do you know how many people come to me almost every day for love readings? Wow. I mean, holy cow. There's so much energy of that right now, like love energy. People are wanting that. People want to be with that. People want to be around that, communicate and express themselves with that. So there's never enough room to grow and improve in love. You ever notice that? There's people always saying, I'm on the top. I did the best I could in my career, my job. I made the most I could. I mastered that. I need to move on from this. but it's never enough with love. People can never get enough when it comes to love. You ever notice that? There's no hill too high, no mountain too tall to climb. When it comes to love, there's always room to grow and improve in love. You can never master and improve love, especially because there's too many people on this planet. Everyone has a different way to love and a different experience of love. So you're never going to get enough. You're never going to say, oh, I've made it. I've, gotten there. There's always a roof cap on your career, realistically. Okay? There never is for love. So this is why I think it's common that people always try to get more out of it. And you can't blame them. A lot of people, honestly, I used to so be against this and not think of it. But now that I think of it, I'm like, well, I see why they did what they did. When people desire multiple partners, it's just, that's the world we're evolving to. And I think it's just part of that because it feels great. I'm not saying it's right, but, and go by people back. No. I'm saying that this is why people do what they do. Okay? It's not that necessarily you're not giving them the love they desire. It's that they want more. Okay? So you as one person cannot provide them the love that 5-6 people can do. Does that make sense? So everyone's different. I'm not saying everyone's like that. But what I'm trying to say is that it's overabundant. So you might just be someone's 5th or 6th piece. I'm sorry to say that, but it might be true. Okay? But for the rest of you who it's not true and it doesn't resonate in your spirit, I would say either you are making them your 5th, 6th option, or 2nd or 3rd or whatever. 8th or 10th. Oh my Lord. Imagine. Anyway, how do people have time to... I don't even know how they do it. That's not the point. The point is... Or you are in a place where now you're starting again. You're starting new again. A new love here. So, but for some of you, it's not new love. It's just a new loving experience with this person you've already known for a long time. This feels sort of like bestie. This feels like best friends that turned lovers. It's very common for best friends to be lovers. I get that a lot in readings too. We were friends for 7 to 8 years, and then now we're, we just kissed. We started saying, okay, cool. There was always something there, clearly underlying under the surface. But it just came out, and the queen has mastered that. It feels like it's time for you, some of you, maybe even particular age, to retire for certain things and move on to other focuses. Life is so vast and expansive. You can't just, keep mastering one thing and then keep doing that and keep doing that. Eventually, you have to move on into other things. It doesn't, you're a pro at it. You got it. It's just about getting out of your comfort level and getting out of that situation that maybe that you put yourself in. Because you put yourself, that's on you. No one did that for you. No one put a thing to your head and said you have to stay at this job forever. No. If you have the freedom to watch this YouTube video, you have the freedom to get out of that situation. Okay? No one's gonna tell you otherwise. So the point I'm trying to get across here is let it flow and let it go. Just as the clouds in the air are vast and expansive, so are you as a sovereign human being. So you do have the right to research and be with who you want. Research what interests, what desires. I always say you have to know what you want to get it. But in this case, I feel like it already came on your lap. It just fell, and all you have, look, so many clouds here. So a lot of you air signs, I bet, are attracting air sign lovers. You have to know how they operate, okay? Just as with anyone else. So my point here, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's a multi-dimensional reading. There is no point. The point is, there is no point. Let it go, let it flow. Enjoy the experience. It's going to be a beautiful, loving experience. Even if it doesn't last long, or they're your side piece or you're their side piece, make that very clear from the start. Because this is what they are. Especially if they're air. This is who they are. This is who they've always been. You can't change a person. Can you love them anyway? Can you let them go anyway? Out of love? Out of kindness for yourself? Sometimes you gotta do that. It hurts. I've been there. You gotta let go of someone that you really love because you want them to be free. This is what that's about. But that way you free yourself as well. You see, it's not just about them. You're doing it for you as well. Don't forget yourself. Okay, so, all right. I don't know what that was about. I have no idea. I just kept talking, but the message made sense. Card 3. The seeds. Chamomile seeds. Flower seeds. Let's see. Herb seeds. I kind of wanted to give like a plant wildlife theme. You know what I'm saying? Nature-y. Alright, Page of Wands. Now we're going to the page. So the least professional, the least experienced, some new beginner energy here. Like the first 2 cards were like the people who've been working at that job for 10, 20, 30 years. This is like you being there 1-2 years. Okay? 8 of Pentacles. Alright. So you gotta listen to those 10, 20 year people because they have some experience and wisdom that you need to grow. Okay? They're the water to your seed. You see? So you gotta talk to this person more at the job, okay? A coworker, a friend, a job, whatever. I get that vibe that maybe some of you not listening enough, okay? Maybe some of you think like, oh, I can go my own path, carve my own. No, you actually might need their help. Because they have something to tell you need to know. Maybe you've been burning to ask them a question. Go ask them that question, okay? Because they might actually give you some insight that you yourself couldn't see from your point of view, right? We all have different point of view. So maybe this person or this. It also feels like multiple people. It's not just one person. But anyway, this is about money here. This will help you grow your monies. So maybe they want to invest in your business. Maybe they have some funds to split with you and say, hey, you know what? I can give you 500, 5,000, 50,000, whatever you need to start your operation, to keep it running and flowing. It's like oils on a gear, right? You sometimes need multiple parties to get it going. Maybe part of you feels like you're taking advantage or using this soul. I wouldn't worry about that because I feel like they also going to take advantage at the same time, and like you use them, they use you. Does that make sense? So you both win, so what does it matter, right? Like, don't feel sorry for yourself. Don't feel sorry for them either, okay? They're helping you. They're helping themselves by helping you, okay? Also, I'm seeing here, Pentacles, Wands. Yeah, a lot of Wands. So someone that's passionate, someone that really wants to get started. They have money to invest. So this is a person that literally will give you what you need. It's so funny how the item always has the message. Like, I don't even think about it until after. I'm like, oh my god, seeds, like, right? Like, exactly. Well, I even said it in the message, didn't I? Right, like seeds, right? You start by planting the seeds, but you need water too. You need sunlight, right? You need the right soil. Okay. You need the right energy. You need someone to just like put their hands over that plant and do a prayer, send a positive affirmation. So it takes a lot. And you're thinking, I just want instant results and gratification and I want a good life. No, this 10, 20-year person had to do a lot to get that. So you need to learn a lot to get that. Does that make sense? You need to go through a lot like they did to get that. And then honestly, that 10, 20-year person probably carved the path for you. They probably made it easier on you. Right? So be on the lookout. Who again, it's not one person. It feels like 5 people, honestly. It feels like 4 or 5 people. It's like a group. I feel like you're working in a group environment at work, in a group setting, and you just need help. And you don't want to admit it. Oh, that's fine, but yeah. What else do I see here? Something with the lower region suddenly drew me in. Like, I don't know if you've been having like gut feelings or like some upsets or stomach upsets or issue, but also down there, do you know what I'm saying? Like that region, it feels sort of like upset or interrupted or not nurtured enough. So maybe there's like you're working all the time and then you don't have enough time for your partner or yourself. You know, sometimes you have to give yourself that appreciation, you know what I mean? So I would nurture that too, all right? I would nurture all parts and aspects and qualities of yourself. Make sure they're in check as well. Don't just focus on money and how much is in your bank account. Because if you do that and you obsess, you're going to forget other parts of your life. You're going to forget your family, your friends, your love life. You know, you have needs too that need stimulated. Even going outside for a walk, getting fresh air, seeing the sun on your skin. Like, we forget. We can get carried away. We get so caught up with the rat race and inflation, and I need to pay for this, and food's so expensive, and bills, and it's never going to stop. You just have to realize that now. It's never going to stop. How do you change how you view things? How do you change your routine so that doesn't bother you anymore? So work on that. And this wisdom 10-20 year person, I keep calling him 10-20 year person, you know what I'm saying, an experienced professional, been there 10-20-30 years at your job, or doing what you do, right? Doing something similar you do. If you don't work a real job, go to a 9-to-5 job, drive your car to a job, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all walking different walks of life. And they may help you get out of there. I see you have so much burning passion inside. You want to get out of there. You're that seed ready to pop out of the soil right now. You are ready to just jump onto new things. And you're so done with what you're currently doing, so they can help you, guide you, and assist you to, through the process of, they might even have referrals, honestly. You can't do this alone. This is why I see 5 people, because it's like, you may talk to one person, but they may know 2, 3, 4, 5 others that can help you as well. And they'll refer you. So, yeah, but it's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of work on your part to get that coin, okay? It's not going to be overnight. You may have to actually even spend everything you have to even get there, okay? So you might have to go broke again to get there. You know what I'm saying? All right, but that risky investment sometimes work. Because if you plant 1 seed out of 10, that 1 seed might not work. But if you plant all 10, odds are 1 seed's going to work. You get me? Anyway. Words of wisdom, I guess. 4. So, the 4th one, the potted plant. We have here 4 of Pentacles. Remember, 20bomboni.com for more accurate, custom, personalized reading to your email inbox within 1 to 2 days. Okay, sign up for the newsletter for 20% off. Don't forget, sign up for that newsletter. If I vanish from here tomorrow, you have to know where I am. You have to sign up for that newsletter. There's no other way you're going to find me. Ever. 4 of Pentacles. The World. The Hangman. Alright. And I honestly don't see why people don't want 20% off. Like, why bother paying full price? But that's on you. I guess if you want to support the channel, a lot of people end up booking like 20-30 times. They never use the coupon. That's fine. It helps support fund the channel. It is what it is. Okay, that's up to you. But I'm just here to, help your pocket too. All right, so let's move on. This is for the person who feels kind of stagnated, stuck. Now reminded me of like a fake plant. Like, it's stuck. It's not gonna grow. It's not alive. It can't move. That's maybe how you feel, like trapped in a container, right? Like, you can't go anywhere. You're glued to this thing. So because you are, and you realistically can't avoid it, a lot of you, it's the work. Facing that boss you hate, the manager, the supervisor. Ugh. Okay. So, you're done with authority. You hate being supervised. What can you do? How can you get out of that situation? Or make the most of it, or make the best of it? Maybe there's a change of course. Oh, your hair looks wonderful today, in a genuine, authentic way. Like, I love your shoes. Where did you get them from? Like, to kind of make things less heated. Sometimes you gotta kill fire with more love. So, yeah. But I feel like this person makes you feel stuck. They make you feel like you're in the container. But what container? That's an imaginary concept. There is no container, Realistically, maybe we're focusing on the wrong things here. Maybe the world is not such a bad place. Maybe there is beauty to it. So what can we see that can make our experience more enjoyable here? Because we deserve joy, don't we? We don't deserve to suffer. I feel like a lot of you are having thoughts right now, not so nice thoughts. Who picked a card for specifically? These are maybe the opposite of the vibes I just had with the other cards, but I gotta say, there's always that one outlier, so to speak. There's guidance coming through, okay? There's spirit animals. I feel like you have something more here to offer, and maybe you are limiting yourself. Maybe you are stuck here. Maybe you, no matter how much you compliment that supervisor, you're not going to get out of that situation. Maybe getting out is the only option. But make sure you have backup. But you don't know what that backup is. So you really truly are stuck if you think about it. It's like this, literally like this hangman. Like he's stuck. He can't move out of that tree. They tied him up good. Some of you in a contract that you're tied up to, bound. Yeah, it feels like you're chained to it, doesn't it? What an awful thing to be chained to a piece of paper. Oh, what regret, right? I'm so sorry about that. Some of you will have to invest quite a coin to get out of that with quite a good lawyer. And even then, it's questionable. Some of you just want to jump ship and move, like literally relocate. Like, don't want to be seen again, leave the country, that kind of thing. Like, you're embarrassed, you're humiliated, you can't believe this happened. If that's the case, you're tiptoeing. You're treading on thin water, thin ice. You don't know if you'll sink. You feel like you're on a strand of rope that can barely hang on. Oh, I almost want to pick another card. I feel so bad. Okay, because I'm not seeing anything positive here. So I want to see what's the message here. What's a good outcome for you? What's something that can come out of this? Ouch. There isn't anything. So what solution can you get out of this nothing? You're stuck. You're stuck here. Fudge. There has to be a solution. What's the solution? Come on, guide us, guide us, guide us. More pain. There is no solution, okay? I don't know what to say. I mean, the solution, the way out is to work through the pain. So feel it, sit in that pain, knowing you're stuck, knowing you're trapped. You can't get out, you can't leave, you can't do anything about the situation. You're on contract, you're bound, spiritually even. Not much you can do. Sit through it, work through that ouch, work through that pain, feel it. And something will release within you that'll make you feel better. Even if it's just a good cry. You know how you feel better after a good cry? Your tummy may hurt a little bit, but that's besides the point. You feel better after a good cry. My point is, so focus on how good you feel after that. And then I do want to just, again, intuitively pick one more card here. Oh, gosh. Finally. So it's a reverse. So this means you're not going to be in that tight situation, but it is concerning that not only 10, but 9 also of swords did pop up for you. That's just emphasizing how bad and dire the situation is, but it's only as bad as you make it. Remember that. You have a personal, unique experience on this planet. No one else. So, you know what? You make of it what you will. You can make the best of an ugly situation, you know? So there may be a food fight all around you, and then you choose to keep sitting there eating your cotton candy, right? You make the most of it. You just pop in your headphones and play that favorite song you like today, because we don't know if the world will end tomorrow. Let's be honest, especially nowadays. So make the most of your ugly experience today, because Lord knows we all have those days, right? So, and it doesn't have to be the same day every day. Stop reliving the same experience. Stop reliving the memory. You know what's helped me lately? Share a little secret with you. If I keep thinking about someone and I can't get them out my darn mind, I say, you do not have permission to enter the thoughts in my head. And I keep saying it until they go away. So you have power. Don't forget, you have control over your life. No one else does but you. Thank you. God bless you. I love you all so much. I hope this helps you, gave you the guidance, advice, wisdom, and insight you are looking for. TonyBomboni.com for your own personal custom readings. Personal. Why did I say it like that? I sound like a dang cat. Personal tarot reading session.